Hello everybody, it's Jeanette and I am back with another Artsnacks challenge slash first impression video. And I know I said in my last video that I was going to film a unboxing video, and I actually did, but I wasn't happy with the footage, so I decided not to go forward with that, and I didn't want to fake a reaction to all the products, so hopefully next month, or actually in a couple of days, I can get the hang of it and film better footage for you guys. And if not, I have a couple more months to keep trying. So eventually I will get the hang of it. But I decided to do a jellyfish for this challenge, and I did sketch the jellyfish first with a Tombow HB pencil that actually didn't come in the Artsnacks box. But then I did use the Pentel Arts Hybrid Technica roller ball pen that came in the box on the head, just because I wanted to give it a little bit of time to dry. And I am using the paper that came in the Artsnacks box, and it is the Yupa watercolor paper by Legion Paper. And I did notice that with this paper, the paint didn't really want to stick to the paper. And I know one of the selling points is that you can easily start fresh, like wipe the paint off, and I think maybe that's why it wasn't sticking so well, but it did take me a while to get the hang of it. But yeah, the watercolor that I'm using is the color Phthalo Blue, and it is the Core Watercolor by Golden, and this is actually new to Artsnacks, so it's pretty exciting because I've never used any Golden product before, and it was really exciting that it was a watercolor because I mainly work in watercolor, so this was right up my alley. And so here you can see that I'm using the watercolor along with the Pentel pen to make the blue a bit darker on the head of the jellyfish. And one thing I do have to say about the Pentel Arts Hybrid Technica rollerball pen is that it does say that the pigment is water resistant, and it's not as water resistant as I would like. I did test it out, and it does smear quite a bit if you don't let it dry a little bit. Even if you do let it dry, it still tends to smear just a tiny bit, but it was manageable, and I ended up using it to my advantage with making the phthalo blue a bit darker here. And but I absolutely do love the Core watercolor. You can see in my palette that it's really pigmented, and I was really impressed with how bright and vivid it was compared to my Winsor Newton watercolors. And I mainly do work in Winsor watercolors just because it's what I have already, and I do have some Koi watercolors as well, but the Core watercolors by Golden by far are the most vivid and most pigmented I've seen so far. And I did check the Artsnacks challenge tag on Instagram, and I did see that a couple people got different blues, and I've also seen a couple greens and a yellow out there, but I haven't seen any other colors, so I'm curious to see if those are the only 3 colors they chose to share, or if maybe somebody got a different color and hasn't posted anything yet. So I'm gonna keep an eye out because I'm pretty excited to see how the other colors are. But I was very happy with the phthalo blue that I got. I think this is my favorite for sure out of the Artsnacks box this month. And the brush I'm using is also from the Artsnacks box. It is the Elite Synthetic Kolinsky Sable brush by Princeton Brush, and it is a round 6. And I do own other Princeton brushes. I have a round 10 that I use a lot, and it's very similar in my opinion The only difference I really notice is that it does pick up a little more. It tends to hold the watercolor a little bit better, and also the handle is a lot different. The texture on the Elite is similar to a makeup brush. That's what it reminded me of. It's really silky and smooth, so I really did like that. The texture was really nice compared to my other Princeton brushes that it's just wooden and it just has like a sealant over it is what it feels like to me. But it was very nice. I really like this brush. It has a very fine tip also, so that helps to get those thin lines. And yeah, forgive me if I sound a little stuffy. I am going through allergies. But yeah, this is the part of the painting where I wish I had left it. Just because I do end up going back in with the Pentel pen, and I feel like I went a little bit crazy, and I feel like I should have just left it how it was here, because I do, again, since it does smear, it gets a lot darker, and I went a little crazy trying to add extra contrast and went a little too far. But it ended up okay, and I did like this month's box, the items in the box. It also came with a brush cleaner. It came with the Masters Brush Cleaner and Preserver by General Pencil, and I've never used a brush cleaner before, and I actually wish I would have filmed it, but I didn't. But I did use it on the Elite Synthetic brush that I got in the box, and it really did clean the brush. I felt like the only thing is I feel like maybe I should condition it also. I don't know if any of you have done this. Again, I've never used a brush cleaner before, so if you have any advice, please leave it in the comments below. But yeah, I hope you guys liked my jellyfish time-lapse video, I guess. And hopefully I get the hang of doing these unboxing videos, and hopefully I can get one out for you guys in a couple of days. And yeah, here's my finished jellyfish, and I hope you liked watching it, and hope to see you guys soon. Bye.